When you turn on your cooktop, do you really know what the temperature is? No, you're just guessing. Are you too busy to watch what you're cooking? Tired of all that burnt food going to waste? Worried about your kids getting burned or a loved one starting a fire in the kitchen? Well, those problems are a thing of the past. Introducing the revolutionary Precision Induction Cooktop from NuWave, the leader in portable induction cooking technology. The NuWave heats up twice as fast, uses up to 70% less energy, and is safer than any cooktop. Best of all, the NuWave is the only portable cooktop that gives you precise temperature control with the simple press of a button. Professional chefs create great tasting meals by maintaining the precise temperature for the perfect amount of time. Well, now you can get professional results too with the NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop.
The key to great food is knowing how to control the temperatures of what you're cooking.
Now the PIC is allowing people at home to cook like you can in a restaurant.
I know that when I turn it on that temperature, it's going to be that temperature. There's no guessing.
Not only does the NuWave give you precise temperature control, it heats up twice as fast as an electric cooktop.
I put the water in the pan and turned around, and the next thing I knew, it was boiling.
What amazes me about PIC is how quickly it will heat up. Induction technology is just unbelievable.
And because there's no flame to catch fire, no hot coils to burn you, the NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop is the safest cooktop ever invented. Look what happens with this egg. The pan is hot, but the cooktop is not. That's the magic of induction cooking. Make pasta in half the time. Melt butter with no chance of it burning. Melt chocolate to creamy perfection. Make sauces with perfect temperature control.
It's small, it's efficient, it's clean, and it's safe.
And because it's portable, you can take it anywhere. So it's perfect for buffets and outdoor parties. To tell you more, let's join Bob Warden and Jenny Repko at the NuWave Test Kitchen in Chicago.
Let me ask you, do you hate boilovers and the mess they make in the kitchen? Do you hate burnt grilled cheese sandwiches or shriveled up bacon?
What about over-fried chicken that's all greasy, or dried out oatmeal, overdone pork chops, or charred steak?
Well, what if I was to tell you that instead you could now have perfect grilled cheese sandwiches perfectly browned evenly every single time?
All that cheese is melted in there, so delicious.
Perfectly melted. And I could have perfectly grilled steaks set at 350 degrees that give me a perfect medium rare steak however you like it, and it's never going to burn. Perfect pork chops, and not only pork chops.
Right, salmon, grilled vegetables, sausage.
And
perfect every
what
time.
If I told you when you fried your chicken, it was going to be fried at the perfect temperature of 375, gently, perfectly, crispy, never soaking up too much oil?
That's hard to do.
In fact, that's the problem with the old stovetops. Whether it's gas or electric, you can turn it up and down, but because you don't have precise control, you're going to get boilovers. Because you don't have precise control, you're going to burn the cereal on the bottom from time to time. And because you don't have precise temperature control, you can't help but burn a steak or a pork chop on your stove. You see, you're not the bad cook in the kitchen. The stovetop is the bad cook in the kitchen.
That's right, and those days of bad cooking are over, thanks to the fine folks here at NuWave, makers of the #1 selling countertop oven in the world.
Well, they've done it again. You're looking at the NuWave and stovetop cooking. Now, this ingenious invention will make your life a whole lot easier in the kitchen and a whole lot shorter and a lot more fun. We're going to show you how and why every meal, breakfast, snacks, lunch, dinner, grilled steaks, fondues, and buffets will be made perfectly every time. Because now, for the first time, you can precisely control the cooking temperature.
Now you can live well for less with the NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop. It's the most energy efficient way to cook. The NuWave PIC uses induction technology. The secret is an internal series of copper coils. These coils generate a magnetic field within your metal pots and pans. The magnetic field causes invisible molecules to begin vibrating rapidly, creating heat. So the cookware itself heats the food.
One of my passions are butter sauces. And one of the challenges of cooking a butter sauce is that if you get it too hot, over 135 degrees, it breaks down. If you get it too cool, it congeals. The beauty of the NuWave PIC is that I can control the temperature exactly and keep this sauce for an extended period of time. That's such an added bonus for a professional cook and a home cook.
Let me show you this unusual pan. Bob, what do we do here?
Well, we actually cut a pan and cut a section out because in here you can see we have cereal rapidly boiling, right?
Boiling away.
I can put my hand right there.
It's amazing. Move your hand. I'm going to put an ice cube right there. It's not melting.
Because all of the energy is going into cooking your food. There's nothing wasted anywhere outside of the pan. So this is perfectly cool. So wipe that ice cube off there.
Okay.
All right.
Got a cloth right here. Watch this. I'll take this ice cube, wipe it up. I'm using a paper towel on a burner. There's no fire, there's no flame, so it's so safe.
And the minute you put the pan back on, it starts boiling right again.
Wow.
Now, because we're cooking without fire, Jenny,
I'll lift this up.
I'm going to take a sheet of play money and put it between the PIC and the pan. Instantly, it starts boiling again.
Have you ever seen anything like that cooking through paper?
So now we're cooking far more efficiently. We're saving 40 to 50% of the energy.
Right.
Isn't that amazing?
Seeing is believing. Look what happened when the NuWave PIC was put to the test on the streets of San Francisco.
All right, this is going to blow your mind. This is the Precision Induction Cooktop. And it is portable, eco-friendly, it saves you a lot of money, it saves you a lot of time. Wow. Cooking time is cut in half. Do you see that the water's boiling there? The great thing about induction cooking is it only heats the part of the pot that is magnetic, so everything else stays cool. So watch this. Ah! Wow. Okay, everybody put your hands on it. Hot? No, it just heats the magnetic part of the pot. This is at 110. You can leave it at 110 and it won't get gloppy, it won't get stale, it won't harden.
And you don't have to be a big chef to cook. I don't have time to cook. This would be great.
Exactly. This makes you look like an actual good chef. It's temperature controlled. So I pop my fried chicken right in there and I know exactly what temperature it's at. And you know, if you go down 10 degrees, boom, drops just like that. Can you do that on a gas range? Absolutely not at all. This is temperature controlled so you don't overcook it, you don't undercook it.
I love the temperature control. I can cook meat without drying it out.
That's amazing.
What do you think?
Nice and crispy.
You can fry, you can simmer, you can steam, you can fondue, you can do everything with this. I love it.
It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
I love that if you take the pot off of the top, it stops, and that the handles were cool. That's really amazing.
And you know what the great thing is, you guys? It's portable. You can take this whole thing over to the table, plop it down, and it will stay at 110 right in the middle of your guests, and you can dip all day. Dip, dip, dip. Everybody dip. And the best part about it, you can grill on the table.
Oh.
What do you think about that? So it's raining outside, it's the middle of winter, you still get grilled food. Will it change the way you cook at home? Yes. The PIC makes everything so simple.
It looks like you ordered it from a restaurant.
It does look like I ordered it from a restaurant. That's because I'm a good cook now with the PIC.
Well, so far we've been showing you what you can do when you can precisely control low temperatures, like for perfectly melting chocolate or for simmering cereal.
But everybody loves a great steak, and everyone hates it when their steak does not come out just the way they like it. But with the NuWave PIC, because it comes with precision temperature control, you won't ever undercook or overcook that steak.
For grilling, use this great cast iron barbecue grill pan that can come with your PIC. Now, if you like your steak rare, check this out. It's going to be red and juicy on the inside, but perfectly brown on the outside. If you like it well done, it's not going to be burned on the outside, but it's going to be perfectly well done on the inside. How? Because the PIC gives you perfect temperature control. Look at this. First, I seared it to 575. Now I've reduced the PIC to 375, and check out this laser thermometer. Exactly 375 degrees.
Check out how 375 degrees gives us those great grill marks without burning or charring.
And you know what I like with my steak?
I know.
A perfectly baked potato, which I can do right here in my NuWave oven in minutes.
Or, if you like my favorite thing, sweet potato fries. Whatever you make in the NuWave, it comes out perfect every time.
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, 50 cents of every dollar you spend heating up your gas or electric stove is wasted. But not so with your NuWave PIC, because it uses induction technology. This infrared camera shows how a traditional cooktop heats the area all around the pot. But look how the NuWave PIC heats up only the pot. This means no more wasted energy.
I love that I'm saving energy, that I'm only heating up the bottom surface of the pot where I need the heat to be. And I really think, we're seeing the difference in our electric bills, and I love that.
One of the best things about the NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop is it's portable. I can take it anywhere. I don't have to leave it in the kitchen. So I'll take it into my dining room and I'll set up my own egg station. So when I have visitors, especially my family, I can cook my own omelets, they can cook their own omelets, they can cook their eggs, they can cook pancakes, and it's just this simple because I've got precise temperature control. And look how beautifully nonstick this is. All I have to do to make the omelet is tip it. The omelet runs back. I tip it again, it runs back. I'm going to be able to fill this up. So everybody can have whatever filling they like. I always like to have some mushrooms, some cheese,
And
some
you know,
peppers.
I like the healthy spinach, Bob. I just ruined his omelet.
Well, with the perfect green fry pan, we just simply fold that over. It's going to continue to cook while it's in the pan. I fold that out, and look at this. My pan is clean. I'm ready to cook another omelet again.
The heating is consistent. So I can set up a buffet with 4 or 5 of these and have different temperatures that are going to maintain. I think one of the biggest complaints is that sometimes the last people that go through the buffet, they get the cold food. And with the PIC, the food stays warm through the entire event, and the guests really appreciate that, as does the host and hostess.
The NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop is the most convenient and efficient way to cook. You get the convenience of traditional stovetop settings, plus the flexibility to control the temperature in 10-degree increments. Sear a steak to perfection or melt chocolate or butter without a double boiler. You can do it all with the NuWave PIC. The smart sensors inside ensure you'll create delicious meals every time by maintaining the constant correct temperature. It's like having a professional chef cooking for you. The result? No more mistakes, no more burning.
It takes the human error out of cooking. There's no more guesswork in what temperature you're cooking at. It's very easy to just set the temperature at the touch of your fingertips. You could go up 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees. In a matter of seconds, you're at that temperature. It's going to be perfect every time.
Now we'd like to talk about the perfect temperature to fry chicken. Now, up to now we've been talking about what you can do when you have precise temperature control on low temperatures like with chocolate, right? Look at that, Jenny. This has been in there for hours. It's still not sticking. It's still the perfect creamy texture.
Did you taste it?
I know. It's almost unbelievable, isn't it?
Delicious. Oh, and then we went to high temperature searing. So with the push of a button, we got this to 575 degrees, seared the steaks, then we brought it down to 350, and we have beautiful grilled sausages, pork chops, salmon, even those grilled vegetables, they were good too.
Well, frying temperature is 375 degrees, especially when you're using vegetable oil. We want to hold that perfect temperature.
Right.
So look at here, we have a probe in here. We set this to 375 degrees. It says 375 degrees. Our chicken is frying gently. It's not going to burn.
Here on my burner, it's a typical, electric coil under here.
I can see Jenny's been cooking over here.
Well, this is what happens. It's not safe. And not only is it not safe, I have no idea what the temperature is. I'm just guessing.
When you get that really good fried chicken at one of those fast food chicken places, it's because they have a very expensive deep fryer. They've set it at 375 degrees. They can use that oil all day long without it burning. Well, now you have that precise control at home with the Precision Induction Cooker. Let me give you an example. In the test kitchen, we cooked over 200 pieces of chicken, and this is what the oil looked like.
It looks like it just came out of the bottle.
This is breaded chicken, right? Here we cooked just 20 pieces of chicken on a gas stove. Wow. Same results would have been on an electric stove. You guess. You said someplace between medium high, you don't know. The minute it smokes, it's gone, it's ruined. That's typically what happens. You have to throw the oil away.
Yeah, well, that gets expensive.
Third-party analysis shows the advantage of NuWave's precise temperature control versus conventional stovetops. Oil cooked with an electric stove contained 45% more saturated fat. Oil cooked with a gas stove contained 10 times more trans fatty acids. Oil cooked with an electric stove contained over 90% more cholesterol than oil cooked with a Precision Induction Cooktop. Now, some of your favorite foods can be healthier with the NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop.
When you're cooking with frying foods, you're trying to keep that temperature high so the grease doesn't get in the food where you're not ending up with greasy chicken or greasy fish. And with the Precision Induction Cooktop, I was able to master frying that chicken perfectly.
The NuWave PIC has been tested and recommended by the Cooking Club of America and is the safest cooktop ever invented. Every 85 seconds, a fire strikes a home in America, and most often that fire starts in the kitchen.
My very, very first fire was a 16-year-old kid who was cooking French fries on the stove, and he forgot about them. And and he burned his parents' entire house down.
Well, that will never happen with the NuWave PIC. There is no open flame, no red-hot electric coil to catch fire. And as soon as a pot is removed from the NuWave, the conduction of heat stops.
The safety feature of the PIC impressed me so much that I'm going to send one to my mother. She's getting a bit elderly and forgetful, and I'm always a bit worried that she might start a fire, and the PIC is going to eliminate that problem.
During our show, we've showed you what a difference the NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop can make in your cooking. Whether you're cooking breakfast or snacks,
lunch, dinner, hors d'oeuvres.
whether you're grilling or griddling, when you have precise temperature control, it can make all the difference.
Whether you're searing at high temperatures,
Or whether you're having precise temperature control at only 110 or 20 degrees for perfect chocolate, you have got it. In 10 degrees intervals, you can go from 120 to 130 to 140, all the way up to 575 degrees, which you can never get with your stovetop. You're always just guessing. So to sum it up, what do you get with the NuWave Precision Cooktop? You get, first of all, speed. It heats up really fast.
and safety. There's no red hot coil or open flame.
And you get precise temperature control that you can never get with your old electric burner or gas stove. And you save money. So here's how you can get your NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop right now.